One, we're going to put it in our
The weight loss if need to be.
But really throughout the rehearsals, you get a closer look.
Welcome to the Focus Show. I'm your host, Treyon Mobley, and today we have two very special guests with us. We have Jasmine Graham and we have Josh Stout. How are you guys doing today?
Great.
And today we're going to be talking about telecom, because y'all were telecom students, right?
We were.
So, what got you interested in television production?
Well, when I was in high school, I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do when I was going to go to college. So I decided to join the program, and that's how I got here.
What about you?
Yeah, similar story. I was in high school and I had no idea what I wanted to do. And my guidance counselor, Miss Bonk, she said, I think you should go to telecom. And I said, why? She said, I think you might like it. And I took the telecom class and I enjoyed it.
How did being in telecom help you in your career?
Well, I learned a lot of skills here. I started off doing audio, and from there, I just did camera work for different companies. So, learning what I learned here, it helped out.
Telecom helped me by basically setting me up for a full-time job after I left high school, and allowed me to go work full-time, support myself, to a degree, and work on getting my, college education while I was doing that.
So, telecom is a 2-year program.
Yeah.
So I know you have some memories. Care to share some of those memories about telecom? What are your favorites?
Oh, okay. One of my favorites, I just like just coming to class, like just pulling up, and it's just like, oh, it's time for class. And we did a lot of projects that I enjoyed, and just doing like the live shoots, like basketball games, football games, even the school board meetings. Like that was fun and intriguing for me.
What about you, Josh?
Yeah, a lot of those productions. It was fun just coming to class because it wasn't like any other class. It was small, tight knit. Mr. Price, Mr. Daniels, they weren't like any other teachers you ever had. And those productions too, even the school board meetings or the football and basketball games, they were all kind of the same thing after a while, but they were all fun. And then we got to do some really cool stuff. The every 15 minutes videos. I got to shoot, with a camera from the top of a bucket, a fire truck, and that was pretty fun. Got to meet cool people and that kind of thing. A lot of cool opportunities in this class.
How did telecom prepare you for a job?
Oh, it helped out greatly. Because it helped me when I was in college. I was on the football and basketball crews for Norfolk State University, and then through that, I had an internship at a manufacturing company as well, and then I ended up at Old Dominion, just doing the same thing. So it's like, it just helps out with the skills, and I work different. I work camera, audio, stuff like that. So it helped out.
What about you, Mr. Stout?
Well, it was number one. I was able to get a full-time position in the field through connections I made through telecom, which was great. It was a great opportunity. But just working with the crew in telecom is definitely a great way for students here in high school in their last 2 years to get like real work experience doing something. It's fun, but it's real work, and learning how to work together as a part of a team and to actually get some real results, which is definitely a great learning experience.
Okay. What does it take to be successful in both of your guys' jobs?
I think the most important thing is just learning. Like you have the skill sets, but if you just go into it and say, oh, I know what I'm doing, I don't need any help, that's not true, because every day you're learning more things. So I think that's a part of being successful, as well as listening. You may be the boss, but it's also good to have input from the people that are surrounding you.
Yeah, that's a good point. You might leave this class thinking you know a whole lot, or that especially if you did well, But for me, it was just you always have to be open to learn new things and realize that there's a gazillion things that you don't know, and you're always going to be learning every day. I've been working in the same position for 3 years, 3 years now, and I'm still learning something new every day. So you always got to be open to that.
Okay. All right, guys, we're going to take a quick commercial break, but don't go away. We'll be right back with more of The Focus Show.
I still have a dream. It is a dream deeply rooted in the American dream. I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal.
Music and fine art provide more than experiences. They teach students that there can be more than one solution to a problem, more than one right answer, that mistakes are learning experiences, and present an opportunity to be creative and flexible. The arts encourage persistence and dedication. They require sustained concentration, personal reflection involving critical analysis, and self-adjustment to reach desired goals. These are essential 21st century skills, skills recognized as important to productive career and citizen success. Each student deserves and benefits from an arts-enriched education.
Welcome back to The Focus Show. I'm your host, Treyon Mobley, and today we're going to continue to talk to Miss Jasmine Graham and Mr. Josh Stout. So, you both have attended college. So, how has school helped you in your success?
Oh,
I'm sorry. Yeah.
so college helped out. You network a lot, and being in mass comm, it's like you come into communication. I know that sounds a little weird, but you come into contact with different people that have the same thing that you want to do. So I mean that was fun. Just learning and applying the skills that I learned here and taking them to college. So I'd say the networking was
Right.
very important, as well as the courses that I took.
Okay. What about you, Mr. Stout?
I went and got my 2-year degree. I kind of spread it out. It took me a little longer than 2 years. But I was, like I said before, I was able to work and, have a job while I was doing that and sort of support myself. And so it was a great opportunity to be able to go. And I think there's probably a lot of students who aren't sure exactly what they want to do when they graduate. I was one of them. I wasn't sure exactly what I wanted to do, but I was able to go and work on my 2-year degree, and I'll be going to work on my bachelor's soon too. So,
What are your academic goals?
I just want to finish school, to be honest. I've been in school for so long, it seems like, because I went from high school, so I was in telecom here. Then I went to college, Norfolk State, mass communications, and now I'm at Regent University and I'm working on my master's. So I should be done in December, but it's just been a long process.
Right.
And I mean, I'm sorry, I forgot the question, to be honest, but because I was talking about how long school is, but the duration, it took a long time, but I mean, it's still helpful.
Okay. Sir.
well, like I said, I went and got my 2-year degree, and which is also it's some advice for high school seniors who are not sure what they want to do. It's a really great idea to go and do the 2 years at a community college first, and then they have guaranteed transfer programs and that sort of thing. Once you figure out exactly what you want to do, go and get your bachelor's somewhere. So that's my goal, is to go, and this fall I'll be starting work on my major specific courses.
Well, outside of video production, do you guys have any hobbies, any things you like to do outside of it?
I love to sleep. But I don't really I don't really get the time to, because I work so much. But I like to keep my mind occupied with production. I mean, I know you said what I like to do outside of it, but just sleep, spend time with family, and I like to create things. So
Okay, that's cool. What about you, sir?
Yeah, when you're working all the time and when you're in school especially, sleep is definitely a luxury. I'd say my number one thing outside of that is music. I'm a musician, so getting to go and play and write music and stuff. That's always a good way to escape from everything else.
If you guys had a chance, would you guys do it all over again?
Yes. And I would do it the same exact way. I mean, I don't think there's anything I would change because I'm just big on learning. That's just my thing. And I mean, you just never know where you'll end up. I didn't know from here I would end up where I was in college and end up with the jobs that I did have because, I mean, just doing audio, I thought that was just all I would do, but I ended up doing camera and graphics and things like that. So, I mean, that's a great thing. It's great to be multifaceted and just don't be afraid of what you want to do in life.
Yeah, I would definitely, if I had the chance, I would come back, do it all over again, and take advantage of more opportunities because I feel like there was a lot of things that I passed on, or for example, I didn't work on the crew for my first year here. I probably should have. I didn't do Skills USA. That would have been a great opportunity. I don't know if y'all are still doing that, but those sort of things definitely are good to take advantage of, and I would definitely go back and take advantage of more opportunities if I had a chance.
Yeah, I understand. What advice do you have for anyone interested into getting into television production?
Just do it. Like take risks. You might say to yourself like, "How I feel like I'm not good on this. I'm not good on that." It's practice. I mean, you make a mistake. I understand if it's live, like, oh, I messed up. Like, oh,
Right.
it's live. So, but it's like, you learn from your mistakes. So I feel like that's important. Just learn. I can't stress it enough.
What advice would you give?
Yeah, definitely just spend as much time as you can learning new things. And that's something, it's a lot of that has to do with discipline too. You have to discipline yourself to sit down and read a book or watch an instructional video on YouTube. You can learn anything on YouTube almost these days. It's crazy. If you're trying to get into video production, you want to learn a new trick or something, look it up on YouTube and you'll find it. And then, for kids who are either in this class or considering coming into this class, you'll learn a whole lot. You'll make good connections. You have instructors who really care about making sure that you know what you need to know. And the more initiative you put forth, the more opportunities are going to be presented to you to take advantage of. So, and take advantage of every opportunity you get, for sure.
Okay. And before we close up, is there anything you guys would like to add? Anything you want to share?
Just come to telecom. That's all I can say. I mean, like I said, that foundation that was important because it follows you. All the things you learn here, I feel like that's important. And I mean, that's just learning the different stuff, cameras, everything. It's helping out tremendously at my current job that I'm at, Hampton City Schools, and
Right.
I love it here. I want to come back. Let me come back. That's what I want to say.
Yeah. So to any first year students who are not sure whether they want to come back, or students who are considering whether or not to come to telecom, that's what I would say is come do this. For me, it was either do this or my last 2 years of high school. Go take regular classes all day. I got to come here for half the day every day, and it was great. And it was you go and you learn real life skills, and you learn how to work with people and get along with people and make real connections, and they pay you when you work on the crew. I mean, you're a high school student. You're getting paid basically to take a class. It was pretty cool, So it's a great opportunity for students who are in this. Do what your superiors tell you, and take advantage of every opportunity you can, because it pays off.
Well, I thank you guys for coming today. And this has been The Focus Show. I was your host, Trey Mobley, saying take care.